Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air, and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you got to take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament, the most experience, strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP.
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe. Have been for some time now. We're gonna have to scrap and claw every possession if we're gonna pull this one out. But we've got a great team too, and I know we've got what it takes to win this one.
MP.
Thank you.
MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
And what a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Pass to Toprak. Ball. Back to Toprak. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
That's a good look for Toprak. That's exactly what Istanbul is working towards.
After the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And here's Guvan. No one near him. No good off front iron. Outside Williams for 13. And the shot goes down. And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. Ahern outside. Dumont. 5 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Out to Toprak. And Istanbul, another three.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Dirko outside. Now Williams. Out to the right wing. For a three, Illich. That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side, arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
There wasn't a ton of congestion in the lane. He could have done better for sure.
The three, and Istanbul, another three.
There's no shortage of moxie to Yilmaz's game. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets his hands on the ball.
Outside Illich. Zadirko a screen. Three-pointer. Off on that one. That makes him 1 for 2. To the inside. Here's Guvan. Counted. His second make in 4 attempts.
Just going to work inside. Guvan finding his finish at close range.
Pass to Williams. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
Pass to Toprak. Wide open. It's hauled in by Paris. Outside Williams. Here's Zadirko. Outside Illich. Lesueur. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Ganesh. Over MP. Oh, a nice shot by Ganesh.
That's how you stretch out the defense. Ganesh can cause problems when he's hitting from mid-range.
And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be taught, be coachable, and now he's a force.
Istanbul with the lead. Pass to Guvan. Now here's Ganesh. And a miss there on the triple. And that does it for the first quarter. Istanbul basketball ahead. leading by 5. And Wilbur. Welcome back to the Eternal City Rook. Teams deciding to change it up. And it's Paris with the ball. Trailing by 2. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
And that one's good. Korkmaz.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
Illich with the bucket.
Using his size around the rim, Illich cashing in for 2, playing big for Paris.
The 17-footer. A rebound by Vasseur. And here's Paris. It's a three-point game. Pass to Williams. Back to Ahern. Fires it. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Boy, did he ever sell that pump fake? Worked it to absolute perfection.
Pass to Idenish. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Now Portier. Williams. Back to Portier. To the paint. Williams gets the bucket.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Here's Korkmaz. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's good for 2.
Smooth jumper from Toprak, taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Williams. Picked his pocket. Here's Korkmaz. Drills the three-pointer.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Portier with it. To the middle. Vasseur. The way up off target. So it's Istanbul now. They lead by 6. Their biggest margin. Stolen by Illich. Pass to Williams. That ball is in the basket. He's now shot 6 and made 3.
Very clever passing. He put the ball on a silver platter for him.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Kaya outside. Over Portier. And it's Kaya missing. Outside Williams. And Williams slams it in.
Aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
What message?
Not sure. Just a message.
Get out of my way?
Yeah, maybe that.
How about the message is, I'm one of the best dunkers around, and I'm showing you why. Because that's how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. Pass to Gouval. Shoots over Williams. And Gouval gets it to go.
We know Gouval is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Gouval to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
and they finally fought all the way back to even the score. We've got a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, and they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback, so you just have to like their chances the rest of the way. The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of him on that move to the cylinder.
Outside for Illich. Pass to Dumal. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Williams. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play.
And what a tough finish. MP just powering through it all and getting it done.
Istanbul trailing. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Nice D from Dumal. Pass to Williams. Outside Illich. Williams. The shot is good on the assist by Illich.
Good aggressive play by MP, taking it up inside and refusing to back off because of the contact.
Now here's Duval. He's got 9. Here's Ganesh. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
And Toprak gets it to go.
His performance has been so important to them. As dependable as ever, guys.
Here's Paris. Ahern outside. Pass to Williams. Out to Ahern. Screen by Illich. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Dumal. Rebounded by Kaya. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. For the lead. Harris grabs the miss. Pass to Williams. Back to Zadirko. Ahern. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Outside Duval. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot. And the first one. And Paris FC basket, call time. And it's Paris with the ball. They trail by 7. Teardrop shot, and Williams lays it up and in.
Showing off his skills. MP going with the floater and just dropping it in.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The idea of setting the screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Kick out to Dumal. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Toprak grabs the miss.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make a comeback.
Pass to Duval. Ganesh sets the screen. Kept alive. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
Here's Williams.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And that one good.
What an assertive play by MP. He knows they need points, so he works overtime to find them.
Outside for Toprak. Ball for three.
Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
And when you try to compare Gouvan to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Gouvan gives a team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far. What a huge play by Dumas. That's what you hope for from your team captain. Winning play.
That pass led him so perfectly, he didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Dumas.
He's covered closely. Here's Williams.
Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
They've led by as many as 11 points.
Pass to Toprak.
Shot high post.
And again, it's Istanbul. Paris FC basket to start out.
And what a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Here's Dumont for three.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's a quick shot from Dumont, but when you're already set up, why hesitate?
It's good.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Gouvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Back to Gouvan.
Shoots over Williams.
Gouvan can't get it to go. Now Paris FC basket with it.
It's a three-point game. Pass to Williams.
Out to Ahern.
5 on the clock. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Here's Zadirko. And Zadirko with the jam.
He might be small for a center, but he can jump out of the building. He plays big.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Ganesh sets a screen.
All sorts of time.
Harris grabs the miss.
He'll be very disappointed in himself. That's one you expect to make.
Three Zadirko. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Over to the wing. From downtown, the rebound by Williams.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be caught, be coachable, and now he's a force.
Now here's Ganesh. Pass to Toprak. Ganesh sets a screen. Toprak can't hit. It's Harris leading.
Outside Williams.
This is what happens when you have a bag full of tools. MP putting the defender in really a difficult position.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. hits both from the stripe. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
And no good that time either for Istanbul. Back to Zadirko. Out of bounds. It'll be Istanbul ball. Istanbul making a change here.
Outside Williams. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter.
And here's Ahern behind the arc.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
And it's Kaya missing. And here's Paris. Left side to Seur.
To the wing on the left. Down low.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Loving the way Portier set up the assist with the pick. Nice read right there.
Inside.
Here's Arslan.
Didn't do anything fancy there, didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Solid player.
Yeah, but Blake, there was some style there. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, full stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Here's Korkmaz.
Nice D from Portier.
Pass to Williams.
Here's Portier.
Shot clock at 6. To the middle.
Here's Vasseur. And the dunk by Vasseur.
Blake, did you see how well they ran that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
Beautiful screen, and the finish wasn't too bad either.
Wonderful team basketball.
Perfectly designed, perfectly executed.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
You kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then, and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Here's Aydemir.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. To the inside. Here's Elic.
And Elic with the dunk.
Oh, Bogdan Elic turning back the clock.
And Istanbul basketball with possession here.
Trailing by 13. Here's the pick. Lets it go from the wing. He's off on that one.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
Outside Williams.
They earn outside. Portier.
And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws.
Well, anytime your point guard's doing good work inside, it makes an offense that much more dangerous. And Portier, he surely understands that.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock.
Ball from outside. They get it again. Oh, a nice shot by Ganesh.
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
Now Portier.
Let's go with a 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 12. And don't break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA Championship game gets underway. And one of the things you always love about the EBA Championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
They get the rebound. Pass to Gouvan. Lets it go from deep. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Not much time needed for Gouvan. He is a big-time scorer.
And here's Williams. Out to Ahern. Misses the jumper. Istanbul trailing. For 3. And Istanbul another 3.
Sharp shooting from Yilmaz on the perimeter. He had that one totally dialed in.
Back to Dumont. Williams. He's covered by Gouvan. Puts it up from 17. And no good trying to use the glass. And here's Istanbul. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Ganesh sets a screen. Deep Toprak.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The 3 ball. Here's Kaya. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, credit Kaya with some major energy. When big men like him work hard on the glass, they sometimes get reward for it.
Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Gouvan. From deep Toprak. A rebound by Zadirko.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Now here's Williams. He's got 6. To the paint. Toprak grabs the miss. Kaya outside. Drains the 19-footer.
From that middle area, Kaya can conduct a lot of electricity. Zaps one with a fluid jumper.
Williams up top. He's covered by Gouvan. Williams gets the bucket. Istanbul with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Gouvan. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
And we know Gouvan is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Gouvan to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing top competition. It's been a win-win.
Harris with the lead. Down low. Here's Leduc. Beautiful dish, and a layup goes down.
Nice find by Bogdan Ilic. Listen, this guy has seen everything during his long pro career.
Launches a three. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Paris FC basket ahead. Welcome back. Only one quarter left. Both teams making some changes here. Now called Paris. Outside Toprak. Looking to end his cold spell. Take out to the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Ganesh. And no good that time either for Istanbul. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Cans it from downtown.
There's no shortage of moxie to Yilmaz's game. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets his hands on the ball.
Ahern outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Elich.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Move on with it. FB's there. And it's good. 2 points. And when you try to compare Gouvan to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Gouvan gives a team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
Ahern on the wing. Toprak covering. Pass to Dumal. The three. Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
Nice play on D. Got the hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Exactly, Tim. He wasn't just alert, but he was aware and reacted quickly to the shot.
And that takes smarts and a lot of experience. Well, their offense is kicking the gear, but it's come just a little too late.
I think it may be, but at least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively, but too bad it's past the point where it'll do them much good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pass to Ahern. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez.
Kaya with a bucket.
How about the high release from Kaya, making it look as easy as a warm-up shot?
And they are this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. And most importantly, don't turn it over.
Yeah, don't pull a Tim. Back to Dumal. Rebounded by Kaya. Time runs out, and it's Paris FC Basket who will be crowned as the EBA champions. What an unlikely run it's been for them, and they finish off what they started.
Unreal, guys. I mean, this has to be one of the biggest, fastest
Hey, Bobby, we're the EBA champions now, baby. Yes.
This is good.
Ziggy likes you now. Hey, baby, look it. When me and Bobby started off, we had our problems, but that guy is one of a kind.
Actually, he has a twin. But technically, there are two of them.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta meet that guy.
Unbelievable work, MP!
I haven't seen this much talent at this young age since Nas put out Pneumatic. Hey, I actually like that one. Hey, when you get to the NBA, put in a good word for me, okay? I got you, Coach. But hey, these guys are gonna miss you. I know, and I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Let's go! We the champs, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP, congratulations on your stunning achievement. As a 19-year-old playing his first season in the French Basketball Super League, how do you feel looking back at your accomplishments?
Well, playing here has set me up to succeed at the next level. I've proven myself against the best pros in Europe, developed my game, increased my skill level, and learned how to take the physicality. All of that can only help me as I prepare to come back home.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
Oui.
MP, what comes next for you? Will you enter the draft? Right now you're projected as a second rounder. Any chance you come back to FC Basket for another season?
It's a tough decision for anyone, really. I mean, I would love to stay in Europe. I can see myself having a long and successful career here, but my friends and family, they're all back in the USA. And my dream is to play in the NBA, so I'm gonna keep pursuing that dream. First round, second round, it really doesn't matter to me at this point. I believe in my work ethic, and I believe in giving a chance. I'll rise to the occasion. So I'll get with my agent, talk about my options, but if the projections stay the way they are, then I'll most certainly be declaring for the draft. Welcome.
Look at this.
How can you afford all this?
Ma, can I get a hello before you start questioning my finances?
I missed you.
I missed you more, Ma.
You look strong.
That's because I am.
Hey, did you bring me my rope for it?
Man, that stuff stunk up my luggage. I'm surprised customs let me through.
No, that is the king of cheeses there. Come on.
Of course, for you, Ma, I brought you some prints from the Louvre.
What? Oh, you didn't have to get me anything.
No. How else would you know I was thinking about you? So, hey, don't mind your stuff. Leave that there, and we'll go talk to Austin and Xander, and afterwards we can grab some dinner.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
There's my
There
guy.
they are.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Film
Good to
me?
see you.
I don't see any cameras.
Oh, sorry. Dad,
What?
I already told you we're not filming a reality TV show. You're not going to be surrounded by a bunch of cameras. We're filming content for my socials.
That's a fair question, though. If I'm recording, you'll know it. I use a DSLR mostly.
Whatever that means, take your word for it.
Anyway, it is such a pleasure to finally meet both of you.
Oh, same here. MP's told me so many great things about you guys.
You're lying, but I believe you. You must be a great agent.
Thank you.
Quit messing with the man.
Okay.
Here, please.
Oh, thank you.
Austin, MP said that you were going to walk us through some of your draft strategies.
Dad, no. We'll get to that. Chill, please.
Oh, no, it's fine. Why don't we get to it, and then I'll let you guys catch up.
Austin,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so as we all know, MP's being mocked in the second round. Now, his talent exceeds that valuation, but ironically, that puts us in a very strong position. If he were mocked just a bit higher, he would have been a late first rounder. And then whoever wanted to draft him would be completely out of our control. But the second round is the Wild West. And you can play wherever you want if you play your cards right. And of course, landing in the right organization is just as important to having a long, successful NBA career as having talent.
And another thing, in this room, I'm making a promise to everyone. On moms, I'm gonna make everyone who passed up on me regret it.
Oh, MP.
Look, I know that's not easy for a mom to hear, but that kind of chip on your shoulder is actually a great thing in a competitive industry like professional sports. So,
thank Austin.
Okay, so if anyone can draft him in the second round, how can he choose where he goes?
Well, there's actually two ways we can play this. First, we roll the dice. Let whoever's going to draft you, draft you. And I've got a list of interested teams here. But you can also work the system. If you tell people you only want to play for Team X, they'll listen because no one wants drama from a second rounder.
What if Team X doesn't want MP?
Ma.
Well, I'm just asking. Just asking, honey.
That's a very shrewd question. That's where workouts come in. Now, I can get MP a workout with anyone. And if he impresses at that workout, chances are...
When, Austin, when I impress at the workouts.
There you go.
Okay, what do you recommend?
Well, if it were me, I would think long and hard about what my style of play is, what role I think I can fill, and then I'd see what team fits my style and has a need for my role. You also want a front office who you trust to make smart decisions. And if geography is important to you, you should consider that as well.
Okay, honey. How do you want to approach this?
I have some ideas, but honestly, it's a lot to take in.
I know. Well, look, guys, I put all the information you need right here on the TV. List of interested teams, scheduled workouts, etc. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, you know where to reach me. I can give you all the advice in the world on this, MP, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life, your decision. Good news is, your future's in your hands.
We appreciate it, Austin. Oh, I'm tired of all this sitting around.
Hey, we still got the hoop set up in the driveway if you want to blow off some steam.
What are you talking about, Pops? I'm not trying to get all sweaty before they call my name.
Okay.
I got this new outfit on, and Xander's immortalizing this. Aren't you, Xander?
Sure.
Look at that.
Xander, how does my makeup look?
Xander, tell my mom she looks beautiful. Ma, you look beautiful.
Thank you, honey.
Austin.
Yeah.
Where we at?
We're entering the range where you could hear your name called.
Bet. Okay, everybody
exciting.
remember, I want to hear it on TV first, okay?
Yeah.
It's just how I always pictured it. So, Austin,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if you get a call from a GM, just keep it to yourself, okay?
Marching orders
All right?
haven't changed. Got it.
All right.
If it were me, I would want to know right away. Just saying.
Pops, it's a 5-second difference. Chill. Plus,
Hey.
Xander said it's better for the TV show. Ain't that right, Xander?
I think it'd be good either way, but
Great.
I got you.
It's just how I want it, all right? When you get drafted, you can do it your way. Isn't that right, Mom?
Yes, just relax, honey, okay? This is a day of celebration.
Whoa, quiet. Next pick is in.
With the next pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select MP.
Wow! Yes! Yes! Congratulations! I did it!
Hey,
I
congratulations,
can't believe this, man.
You deserve it.
Oh my God, is this
deserve it,
real?
baby.
Is this real, Zen?
How's it feel when Peter find out where you're going?
Man, it's hard to put into words, so what I can say, man, is this is truly a dream come true.
Yes.
Look, I'm going to a great franchise with a great front office who's building something special, and I'm so happy to be a part of that, and I can't wait to get to work for them. Mom, Dad.
Congratulations.
So proud of you.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Pop.
Oh, honey.
We did it.
You did it.
Yeah. We get that?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Hey, where's Austin? Austin, what now?
Now you get ready for the rest of your life.
Oh, get out of here, you crazy boy. Ma!
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
So proud of you. Thank you.
Wait. What, no, why are you saying like that?
I ain't want to
That's
assume.
weird. Why are you saying it like that?
I didn't want to assume, but I figured after you got drafted.
No. Zen, bro, we're linked now. All right? Look, I got big plans for this season, and I need someone with me I can trust. All right? So obviously you can say no to this deal, but I'm really hoping you don't. Okay?
No, I'm in. Yeah, I got you.
Look, so I got a couple of ideas already, but they're not really fleshed out.
Hey, listen, no rush of mine, bro. You good?
Bet. I'm gonna link with Austin, have him set up a meeting for us in a few weeks, and then we'll talk about what comes next.
I am at your service.
Okay, you're ear hustling again.
When did our baby boy become a businessman?
Babe, he's been trying to boss me around since he was 18 months old. This ain't nothing new.
Well, Uncle Rick just called and he said everybody's waiting for us at the diner, so we should probably head over soon so we can get to the party.
Okay. Yeah. Man, I still can't believe this is all real.
Just wait. You're only getting started.
Okay, Since the beginning of the season is about to start, I wanted to meet with both of you and go over our video content.
I'm all ears.
What's on your mind?
Great. I'm glad you asked. So over in Europe, I filmed a bunch of content centered around our biggest games. Who we're going up against, why it mattered if we beat them or not. And that stuff all pumped up my draft stock.
Right.
And I thought that was cool. We should do more stuff like that. But I'm planning on having a very long career in the NBA, as you know, Austin. And just filming that will get stale after a while. So I was thinking, what if we come in each half of the season and we pick a theme and film a bunch of content around that theme?
Huh. I think I know what you mean, but I'm gonna need an example.
All right. So say the second half of the season is about to start and I'm in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Feeling confident, huh?
You know it, Austin Kelly. But, if that's the case, right, we could do a whole bunch of content around that. Take you behind the scenes and show you what it's like to compete for an award. We'd still pick key games, of course, to highlight the theme, but there'd be a little bit more, how do you say it, Xander, narrative to it.
I like this. I like this a lot. So it's like a new season of a TV show every time you switch themes.
You see the vision.
If you picked a theme that resonated with, let's say, a particular sponsor, that could mean extra money too. Not trying to push you, just saying.
Austin, I love money. You don't gotta push me.
And just so I got this straight, you pick a new theme twice per season.
Yeah, I figure once at the beginning, once in the middle. Give us some time to really dig into it, so it's not that long that it'll get stale, but 6 games per theme, right? Something like that.
I love it.
It's a great idea, MP, really.
So, have you thought about what thing you want to start off with? It's the rookie season. You got to kick it off with a bang, bro.
Oh, yeah. I got just the thing. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, coming at you with some brand new social media content for this half of the season. So, check it out. What's the point of basketball, Xander?
To push yourself to even greater heights in pursuit of a collective goal?
No, wrong. It's putting the ball in the basket. Nice try, though.
Okay.
So, I'm going to prove that I'm the best at getting buckets in the league by outdueling the league's top scorers.
Probably not the most popular goal with your teammates, but I bet the fans will love it.
Look, Xander, I wouldn't be choosing this if I couldn't do it. If I were a ball hog, yeah, that'd be annoying, but I get buckets, and that's the name of the game. So, MP, out. Okay, how was that?
Great, you nailed it.
Bad. Yeah, so I'm going to head to the arena. I got a meeting with Coach to go over some things before the game tonight.
All right, I'll get editing this and get it to you as soon as I can.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro.
I gotta ask you, you feeling nervous at all? You seem pretty calm.
Nah, I mean, a little. Mostly I'm just excited, man. I can't wait to put on that jersey and play, you know?
I'm happy for you, bro. This is huge, man.
Hey, and it's only the beginning. I'll check you later, all right?
All right, I'll see you.
What's up, Coach?
Nice to meet you, MP. I'm Coach Ray Hopkins. Welcome to the team.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, have a seat.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So look, the feelings are mutual. We're all happy to have you here, and we can't wait to see what you do on the next level.
Hey, that's what I want to hear. I'm ready to get to work.
Good. All right, look, MP, I love that energy, but we're here to help you maximize your potential. But your success, that's up to you, man. The harder you work, the farther you will go.
Yeah, speaking of that, I know it's planned for me to come off the bench initially, but, Coach, I want to be a starter.
You're hungry. I like that. But this is the NBA. Coaches want to win games, and rookies make mistakes.
I hear that. I do. But for argument's sake, let's say I play a clean game. What do I have to do to be a starter after that?
Well, assuming you play a clean game, and it's pretty simple, but just be better than the guy ahead of you. And if you really deserve a start, it'll become apparent quickly.
Well, Coach, I think it may surprise you by how ready I actually am.
We'll see. Most rookies take at least a season to adjust, but maybe you're the exception. I hope you are, man.
One man who's looking to make a name for himself in the spotlight, MP. Excited for his debut on the NBA court. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Washington Wizards. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And now Washington's starting group. Koulibaly is out there with Davis. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Alexander Sarr. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. Clark is...
runs high for just about everybody.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench to play in his first NBA game. There were some doubts and pushback as he maneuvered his way to the team that he wanted to be drafted by. But at the end of the day, MP said, "I know I belong here. Now is my chance to show the world who I am." Guys?
Yeah, he's clearly bought in and ready to go. Thanks so much for that report. Good.
Hey, this is a difficult shot for anybody, this floater, but with Davis and his size, even more difficult.
Pass to Rollins. Harris kicks to Kuzma. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Kuzma's got his third basket of the night.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Young, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Pass to Giannis. Kuzma against George. That one good for 2. Kuzma's got 10.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And it goes down 2 points. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of rural Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second-chance points.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
They've got Kevin Porter. Hands out there with Jang. Then there's Prince. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Williams. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Davis playing big. Love to see that. Creating extra scoring opportunities as a result.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Porter's got his first points of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Harris against Riley. To the middle, here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Bucks leading by 7. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Turner with a screen on George. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
MP finds George. George gets a screen from Williams. George with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Giannis against George. Rollins the pass to Turner. Here's Giannis. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
First half. The Bucks on top. They're up by 7. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Kenny, back in your playing days, how far ahead would you look on the schedule?
Unless we were in the playoff race, And now let's discuss this game.
Talk about a strong start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Difference in this game?
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters and... checked in for Antetokounmpo, and a switcher also for Washington. MP's checked in. Washington's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Johnson. Davis is out there with Song. Then it's MP, and it's Young in at the point. You know, Clark, when Kyle Kuzma is in the right role and the right situation, he can help in so many areas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's capable of spacing the floor. His shot has just been a tad inconsistent, so that's why he hasn't gotten to the next level yet. But I love the energy he plays with and his versatility.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Johnson outside. It's Williams, high post. Harris is there. Milwaukee's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Nice shot by Portis. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Sarr finds Young. Here's Williams. Davis looking for an opening. The 3 from Johnson. Porter pulls it in. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 12-3 run. Up top, Portis. Young against Porter. Over Young. Porter, no luck.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Pass to Young. With some arc. Outside, Davis. Beyond the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Bucks ahead as they end the third. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Washington with the ball. To the left side wing. Pass to Williams. Now Carrington. Williams a screen on Porter. Rocket 6. Here's Carrington. And that one good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And the shot goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to MP. To the wing on the left. Riley passes it to George. The Wizards working the ball around now. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Carrington's got 5 points now this quarter.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Jang with the screen for Porter. Over to the left wing. Jang, no luck. Washington trailing. Here's Williams. MP strong inside.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that.
And so the Bucks take the win. It was up for grabs right until the...
Well, Mama said there'd be days like this. Tough night for you from the field and your team as a whole. How do you nip this thing in the bud and get it back on track?
I mean, the answer is right there. Trust in each other. Trust in the work. The NBA is highly competitive, man. You're going to struggle sometimes, but you can't mope around feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I get knocked down, and I come back stronger every time, period.
We believe in you, MP. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dom, thanks.
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors for us.
Yeah, okay, drop some knowledge on me, Austin.
Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone.
Hey, every team needs a LeBron. Now, I put together a document that lists all the brands who've shown preliminary interest and what it would take to land an endorsement with them. So, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great. Austin, I gotta let you know, I always appreciate the hard work you put in for me.
Of course. Now, you might have noticed that merchandising is the most lucrative category on that document.
Yeah, I have, Austin Kelly.
Okay, so if you want to make more money, it might behoove you to hit those benchmarks.
Consider me behooved.
Good, MP.
Hey, this is Tunnel Staff with a 12-ounce cup and 2 filters of salt.
Come out for Mavericks Monster Giveaway Day at infrastructure and security for the real estate. Thank you.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Dallas Mavericks here at their home, American Airlines Center. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And a look at the opening lineup for Washington. Trae Young out there with Johnson. Then there's Sarr, then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Davis in a power forward. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie at this early...
For real in-game reps, which they're getting now. And ideally, if you can win some games early, it builds confidence.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. Bagley comes in for Washington. And Williams is subbed in for Klay Thompson. And then for Washington, George comes in for Coulibaly. And MP subbed in for Johnson. Pass to Williams.
2 minutes remaining.
Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
The kick out to Young. Williams with the screen. Over Williams. Gafford grabs the miss. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 3-point lead. Well, great to see Kyrie Irving back on the court and producing, Tim.
Yeah, with that ACL tear coming late in the season, it really set him back. The game is just better with Kyrie in action, making highlights on a nightly basis.
MP, the pass to Young. Fires from the wing. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
MP outside. 43 seconds left to play in the first. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And for Dallas, they're shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Williams misses.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Williams passes to Sarr. George outside. Pass to Davis. The kick out to Williams. There's the triple, and the three-pointer goes.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Here's Irving. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Irving's got his second basket.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
It's a tie game in Dallas. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
They've got flag. Daniel Gafford is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Williams, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And it's flag missing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Back to Carrington. There's the three. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 6. And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully ball.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Washington leading by 4. It's George on the wing. MP looking around. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Gafford. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bagley. And a change for the Wizards. Young, he's checked in for Carrington. MP outside. And stolen by Williams. To the inside. Here's Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
George outside. Kicks it out to MP. 5 on the clock. Davis down low. Working on Gafford. Davis misses. Pass to Williams. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Left side Irving. Irving is doubled. And he hits it to tie the game. Irving's got 8.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Graham. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Williams with the screen. Yes, it's good.
Well, you could see Trae Young right there feeling out where the defense was, and then he found that pocket in the mid-range, and he rose up and knocked it down.
1:31 left to play in the half. That puts him in the lead. 11 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Williams. Here's Riley. And here is Williams. Fires away from way outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Flagg's got his 5th rebound in this one. 51 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Gafford. To the paint. Here's Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead. Washington's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Fires from the line. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Williams from long range. Another 3 for Dallas.
I just love the ball movement.
The Wizards trail by 6. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Young against Irving. It's Williams, high post. Washington again can't hit. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsed.
And now And that's it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so we'll go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. Bagley comes in for Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Williams is subbed in for Irving. And so in the game for Washington, we've got Trae Young. Keyshawn George is out there with Davis. Then it's MP, and it's Riley in at the 3. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Bagley sets a screen. Williams from long range. Can't get the putback.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Williams on the wing. Pass to Gafford. The 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gafford the screen. Here's Flag. Rebound Washington.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Outside Young. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Flag's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Really tough quarter for him, shooting the basketball.
Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Dallas on top, up 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Najee Marshall is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's Flag. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Williams in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The Wizards trail by 8. Pass to MP. And it's Flag with a rebound. Flag's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Back to Marshall. The 3 is up. Not going to go that time. And the Wizards shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Out left to the wing. Here's Riley. Back to Carrington. Pulls it from 20. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And we've got a... Jason Kidd, he wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell comes in for Martin, and Irving is subbed in for Williams. Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Young comes in for Carrington. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thanks. Dallas leading by 6. Powell outside. Here's flag. Powell sets a screen. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Williams. MP packs it home. And reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC? Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
That is a strong finish by MP, showing he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A different look for Dallas. Lively, he's checked. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. They escaped with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
All right, now let's go courtside.
Not the result you were looking for.
Yeah, it's obvious. This definitely was a disappointment.
Ryan, back to you.
Thank you, Dominic. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
luck out there, MP.
The National Basketball Association and your Washington Wizards are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security guard, or arena staff member. And their next great giveaway is he wins Action Poster Night. Hey, all fans in attendance, be sure to get yours. If you still want to be a part of any Wizards,
well, it is a special night for this young man, the home debut of MP. You know he's ready to show this fan base what he can do. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Hunt, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. So let's take a...
Listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Vukcevic is checked in. Keyshawn George comes in for Anthony Davis. Riley is checked in for Coulibaly. And it's Williams in for Johnson. Nobody near George. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Ball surveying the defense. Out to White. Shot clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Ball no good.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Pass to Williams. And he banks in the layup. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that, playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Despite his youth, MP is showing grown man strength.
Outside, Ball. Over Young. They grab their own miss. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Wizards out front, leading by 4. And the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
They've got Anthony Davis. MP out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Riley in a small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
On the wing, George. Pass to MP. It's stolen by White. Here's James. For three, Bridges. Rebound by Williams. And so, MV will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 3-point lead. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. The Wizards making a switch here. Young's checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. Miller's checked in for Grant Williams. And it's Ball in for James. Ball against MP. Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 6.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Williams against Ball. Good defense by MP.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
George against Bridges. Here's Riley. 3-pointers off the mark. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to Dallas. Miller finds Ball. Williams with the block.
That block is about MP knowing the scouting report. This guy knew exactly where he was trying to get to.
Bridges sets the screen for Ball. He nails it, and we're tied up. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
In Washington. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch, especially for those of us.
And time now to swing it around. And that's all for us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's... Washington making a change here. MV's checked in. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knippel. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor. Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ball against Young. Miller with a wide open look. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wizards trail by 9. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Miller outside. Bridges outside. Ball with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Young dishes to Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
ADB, over the last several years, wins have been hard to come by for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, it blows me away that this organization has not had a winning season since 2018, and they haven't won 50 games since 1979. Let's hope their young, inspiring draft picks are building into a good young core.
Pass to Riley. Back to Carrington. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. The Wizards with another miss. Hornets leading by 8. Out to Bridges. Back to White. Wide open look. Rebound by the Wizards.
Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go out.
5 by MP. A 3. That one misses. So it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Keyshawn George is out there with Riley. Then there's Davis. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
White with it. Over to the wing. There's Ball with the 3. Riley grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 8. Outside for George. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Ball. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Ball's got 9 points here in the second half. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Trae Young, he's checked in for Carlton Carrington. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball's got 6 rebounds in the game. And White kicks to Miller. Ball from long range. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Ball's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. Outside, George. Williams up on top. He's covered by Ball. Here's Riley. The 19-footer is on the money.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He knows every possession is critical now. Washington. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They break the hearts.
Kind of a mixed bag for you tonight, MP.
Well, to be honest, we need to get off to a better start.
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you. And that's going to do it.
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year. Shout out MP.
I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. But you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach. You know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Listen, they love you, and they're hungry. They could be huge, and we could be in on the ground floor. This could be the perfect partnership for us.
No, thank you. I'm not really in a scam with my fans, Austin.
Come on, man. It's not a scam.
What is even a Cogni vibe?
Okay, it's a sleep mask with special crystals and gems that aid sleep, promote recovery, and improve cognitive function. It's healthy.
Do you use it?
Yes.
Does it
It's
work?
been helping me sleep. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
How?
I mean, like the darkness mainly, but that's just because I have a lot of light pollution in my room and no, but seriously, still, though the gems or crystals, whatever, are supposed to help as well, according to them.
So it covers your eyes.
It covers your eyes.
Man. All right. I'll give it a try.
Okay, let's go.
What do I gotta do?
Just mention them in all your social videos about being the league's best scorer. They love that angle. And maybe just a tiny promotional sign in your locker, but I'll take care of that. It's gonna be amazing.
Austin.
Yeah.
Leave the box.
For you, sir. Dream of money.
All right, MP. How do you feel about this matchup tonight?
It's exciting. I'm trying to prove I'm the best scorer in the league. And the only way to do that is going up against the best, baby.
That's fair. You feel any pressure to outscore their big gun, or is it all about winning?
Please. Obviously, we want to win the game. And if that happens, I'm happy. Even if I only score 10. But let's be honest. I'm trying to score way more than 10.
Naturally. And, what's that box behind you?
Oh, this? Well, this is my new Cogni vibe. It's a sleep mask I use to help me get rest and reset my mind right before games. Get into the zone with Cogni vibe.
You guys can check the link in the bio to learn more about Cogni vibe. Any predictions for us, MP?
Oh, yeah. We're going to win. I'm going to score more than the other dude, and that's all thanks to Cogni vibe.
Join us again from Picture Wizards Opening. To see available tickets for upcoming games, stop by the ticket windows today.
Coming up, live coverage. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up, look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
You know, right now for the Wizards, they're in the lower end of the rankings and headed down. Not the position you want to find yourself in. And we'll see if they can stabilize in the coming games.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Washington, they've got MP, Sarr out there with Davis. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. Well, MP has made it clear that scoring is an emphasis for him right now. He's looking to be more assertive offensively.
And when you have a player like MP make a statement like this, it sends a message to the rest of the team. It's him telling his teammates, give me the ball and let me do my thing. All eyes are going to be on MP, and he might be drawing some extra double teams too. A lot of teams want to prove MP wrong.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Guys, we know MP is a gifted scorer, but tonight he wants to take it to another level. He told me, I'm trying to set an aggressive tone out there for the team. I am going to attack every single chance I get. A one-man scoring machine, but it's all for the team.
Sounds like MP is planning to have a big night. Thanks, Allie.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
BA, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Young, the pass to Williams. Over Maxey. And again, it's Washington. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Pass to Oubre. And with 2 of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience from getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. Here's Sarr. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Pass to Oubre. For 3, George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Leaving points at the free throw line can take the edge off of a team. You're playing physical, you're playing hard, and it's just not paying off.
Here's Edgecombe. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, I like when Edgecombe is aggressive like this inside, because he's very skilled at converting from there.
And now a timeout called by Brian.
On the court.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Maxey. Washington with a rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Trae Young out there with Williams. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Davis. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Washington right now. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Pass to Embiid. From 15 feet away. Yep, that one's good. Embiid's got 9.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Young from long range. Here's Sarr. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Yeah, I love seeing Sarr get a little more physical there inside.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. George, he's checked in for Washington. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. George for 3. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. And that would have been a true Shams moment.
Philadelphia leading by 14. It's George on the wing. Counted from distance. 12 points for him.
Oh, when PG catches fire, few things can put him out. We've seen him go off tonight.
Pushing through the contact inside. MP.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to George. From behind the arc. They get the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Outside Coulibaly. From deep, MP. MP buries the triple.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And here's George. Shoots over George. That doesn't go either for George. And so it's Philadelphia now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Wizards.
They've done some.
Glad you could join us, Ryan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks. So, on the floor for Philadelphia, George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Maxey, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Maxey's got 9.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looks so composed amongst those trees.
And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Tyrese Maxey.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
George's shot is off. Wizards trail by 11. Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 9. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
MP inside. Maxey covering. Young inside. Fearless Trae Young.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. Number 1, Trae Young.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to MP. MP getting it done inside. There's 1:59 left in the third. Maxey against MP. Maxey passes to Oubre. Here's George. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They led by as many as 18. Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. And Maxey, the bucket, on the assist by George. Maxey's got 14.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
MP outside. Left side, Davis. Oh, Anthony Davis reigns in the 3.
Oh, the response. AD might be a quiet guy off the court, but on the floor, he is an absolute killer.
George, a screen on Williams. And here's Maxey outside. Sarr pulls it in. The Wizards trail by 8.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Here's Young. Young takes the hit and scores it anyway.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely...
Sixers will have a different look here. George, he's checked in for Barlow. Oubre comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry. MP inside. Maxey covering. Yes, sir!
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives them.
Bilal Coulibaly out there with Davis. Then it's MP, then it's Alexander Sarr, and it's Young in at the point. That's the group for Washington right now. And it's in there!
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Williams outside. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Oh, it drops in!
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Now Oubre. Now it's Maxey for three. Davis pulls it down. On the wing, MP. Maxey covering. Williams. MP capitalizing in close.
Oh boy, did MP's team need that basket. Already proven he can come up big in his young career.
George. Can't get it.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Williams outside. Clock at 6. Young outside. Oh, Trey virtually automatic from deep.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
George. And again, another missed shot. And so MP will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a one-point game. Now Young. Here's Davis. Outside Young. To take the lead. Yes, sir! That one's good!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
And Allie, thank you for that.
That's about as good a job you can do as a defender. Affect the shot and grab and secure the rebound. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 14th foul. At the line.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Embiid with it. Yes, sir, with the 3.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Young for the win. So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Now over to Dominic Hamel.
A disappointing loss for you and your team tonight, MP.
Yo, these kind of games are worse than...
Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you.
MP. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And now, Washington's starting group. Anthony Davis is out there with Alexander Song. Then it's Williams. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Young in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the game. What can those teams do to improve?
Holmgren with it, picked up by Davis, and stolen by Song. Nice ball movement by Washington. Outside, Davis. Here's Young. MP up top. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. We have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt Davis will be a factor tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Washington with the ball, followed the score by Oklahoma City. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low, he can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens. Davis makes things simple for his teammates. Just lob it up, and he will take care of the rest.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And a miss there on the triple. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's stolen by SGA. Down low, Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
MP against Wallace. Here's Williams. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Young, good.
How about Trae Young from close range? And this guy is such an impressive all-around scorer.
Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Young. SGA, no good. Wizards leading by 4. Williams in the post. He's defended by Hartenstein. And MP with the basket on the assist by Davis.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. So for the Wizards, And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Look at Milwaukee. Changing it up here. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. MP dishes to Davis. George passes to Young. The shot's good on the assist by George. Young's got 5 now.
Well, that's one thing about Trae Young. He has never seen a 3 he didn't like.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams. And front and center on the latest issue of Time Magazine, who other than MP?
And he's been making headlines, turning pages and turning heads. The story just about writes itself.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Back to Young. Young off a pick from Williams. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got it all tied up now for Washington.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
SGA kicks to Wallace to the inside. Hartenstein, it's blocked. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. MP passes to Davis. Now George. MP outside. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. MP's got 10 points in the game.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've stumbled a bit, no doubt about it. But no need to panic yet. They're figuring.
And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
You love to see this.
And that's all for us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. MP really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Coulibaly is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Sarr. Then it's MP. And it's Young in at the point guard. MP dishes to Young. Here's MP. Not enough on that one as it misses. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Over in the corner, Williams. No good from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They lead by 1. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From distance, Shea puts it through.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
Wizards trail by 4. Young pass to Williams. Over Wallace. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Williams has got 14.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Hartenstein with the screen on Young. With the step back. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. SGA's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Brian Key wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Williams kicks to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level 3s when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
There's Williams. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Williams has got 18 points in the game.
And I know younger players like MP don't often take mid-range jumpers, but still it can be a useful weapon.
Both teams deciding to change it up. No calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander into the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Williams outside. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Shoots from 14. Sarr pulls it down. The Wizards with the lead. Young fires. 16-footer drops in.
There it is. That is ice cold by Trae Young. Huge bucket.
Holmgren with a screen on Coulibaly. And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That's his first foul. Outside, SGA. Hartenstein. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
That is a cool customer right there. Hartenstein showing you no moment is too big.
MV left side. Moves in. No stopping MP.
Well, a lot of young players get caught up in the moment, but not MP. He is as cool as a cucumber.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams. And he does not hit. Wizards leading by 3. Coulibaly. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
Well, he is just a flat-out winner. There is no moment too big for SGA.
All right, here's Williams. And the layup is off.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Now Holmgren.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leaves it in off the window.
And this team is counting on SGA in these exact situations. He is the man in their key offensive moments.
Williams looking over the floor. Here's Young. Pocket 6. Williams outside. Wide open. Holmgren rips down the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shoot a 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time conversion there puts them up 3.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Young fires. The 3 doesn't go. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to score.
Tough loss for you tonight, MP.
No cap, they played hard.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific job, Jennifer.